Hello YouTube, this is Agent here, bringing you another Black Ops 2 Zombie Commentary Ideas video. So in this video, in light of the Black Ops 2 Zombies trailer being released, I'm going to go back over my ideas and comment and discuss whether or not the trailer backs them up or not, and what other ideas that seem to have been revealed in the trailer, and how I think these could be implemented in the game. I know this is a bit after the trailer was actually released, but we've still got more than a month till Black Ops 2 comes out, so it's not like any of us are in a big rush. Okay, so the first idea that I had was the Avogadro gas zombie. As you remember, that uses a nervous gas to control you for brief periods of time. At this point, the trailer doesn't really have any, or the achievements that have been officially confirmed now. There's no real confirmation of the Avogadro. The achievements no longer even mention its name, so yeah, there's not really any evidence to back that up at all. So that remains as a sort of maybe idea that could happen, could not. The moment, probably not, as we've seen another type of special zombie, which I'll be talking about it in a moment. So I'm going to say it's looking less likely to appear, but it's still a good idea, I think. Next up is the electrical zombie that I mentioned. I can't remember exactly what I called it something long, and afterwards I realized it's a bad idea. But yeah, so in the trailer we do see a brief glimpse of a zombie that definitely doesn't look like a regular zombie. I think I'll show it up now. Now, a lot of people have been saying this does look like an electric zombie. I'm not so sure. It just looks too robotic to be a zombie. I don't think an electric zombie would look like that. My theory is it's a sort of phaser zombie, similar to the ones we saw on Moon, but a whole zombie, not just a Nova gas crawler. But yeah, that's what I think it is, because I don't think a zombie would actually look like it does if you slow. As you can see in the image, so I think it looks more like a sort of a zombie that's beginning a teleport, so you can see only the loose outline of its body while it's mid teleport. But there are other things to make an electric zombie seem a bit likely. There's the fact that Syndicate has said it might be an electric zombie based on the sound files, and we all know he's 100% accurate, and his word is the law. Treyarch listens to him very much and does everything he says. He's actually president of Treyarch. Not a lot of people know this. He keeps it quiet, but there you go. The more you know. But one of the achievements for Black Ops 2 is to buy perks, 2 perks without the power on. Now, in Black Ops Solo, you could buy perks without the power on, thanks to the quick revive in Solo that was always available to you. But I can't see how they could give you other perks like that without it being too overpowered. I didn't even like that idea in Solo. But what I think is the electric zombie. One of the ideas I had when I was talking about the electric zombie was that he could power up utilities when walking next to them. Or using his EMP effect, lightning bolts, whatever, to power them up. So this does seem to lean in favor of an electric zombie, a bit, because he powers up the machines, and then if you can grab the perks while he's temporarily powered up the machine, that counts as a perk without the power on. So that seems fairly likely. And my final idea, the Commodore, the zombie that gives perks to the zombies rather than the monkeys that take them away from you. Again, we haven't really seen anything of him. The only indication would be, again, that achievement / trophy. If that zombie, when I was discussing him, I mentioned that he would drop a sort of power up at the end of a round as a perk, but takes it away at the next round from you if that he gave you the perk, just so you could mix up your perks as well as the zombies mixing up their perks. So again, it's just an idea. Definitely haven't seen anything in the trailer to back this up. Right, so on to wonder weapons. So the first up is the Charger. This actually, I don't know, when I was watching the trailer, I immediately reminded me of this. As you can see, I'll show up the footage of the Wonder Weapon in the map now. And I'll probably play it back in slow motion. So, as you can see, it definitely seems to be charging up the sound that you can see, that you can hear now. And the very fact that you see dials increasing, I don't know, it would lead me to believe that this does seem to be, it does seem to resemble the charger in basis. I'm not saying, of course, Treyarch put it in as a last minute after seeing this video. I'm just saying, coincidence. So yeah, that's the summary of the charger. It looks quite likely. Definitely not more likely than the other ones. The other one's the Battalion and the Miracle Weapon. Just ideas. Nothing isn't given any indication that they'd be there. Right, so next up are the game modes. So the 4Z4 that Treyarch kept going on about has now been officially called Grief. And it has some features that I was mentioning in my last Zombies discussion. You will not be able to directly harm teammates. You'll only be able to use griefing strategies to make their survival a bit more difficult. And it'll be facing off between the Central Intelligence Agency and the Center for Disease Control. I'd probably go for the Center of Disease Control. They sound like the people you want in a zombie apocalypse. The Center of Disease Control will contain the zombies and kill them. The CIA will kill you for even knowing that zombies existed. But anyway, so yeah, I think I was a bit on the ball there, but again, it seemed like a pretty, it seems like pretty much similar to how I was mentioning it. The infection game mode, again, we haven't seen any indication of that. And the endable sort of Easter egg thing where zombies keep coming, there aren't any rounds, but you can do the Easter egg only in this game mode. The only indication that they put as evidence to that would be the fact that in the trailer lots of zombies are coming from all the directions. It doesn't look like a round-based game, but of course it's a trailer, so they've obviously, edited the game a bit to get some cool-looking cinematics. But now another thing I want to talk about is a feature that has been revealed in the achievements/trophies, which is called Green Run. It's mentioned in about 2 achievements, I think. It lights their eyes and dance on my grave. There, it is mentioned. Now, people have been, thinking about what is Green Run. Could it be the Easter egg? Could it be its own separate map? Maybe it's the name for Zombies Nuketown. This is what I think. Okay, in skiing, there's 4 difficulties of slopes: green, blue, red, and black, and increase in difficulty. So the Green Run would be a class as a quite easy slope for beginners. Now in the Black Ops for the eye touch and the iPad and all that kind of stuff, there was difficulty. There was like recruit, regular, and veteran, similar to the campaign modes. And in recruit, the zombies did less damage. They had way less health. And generally surviving was a lot easier. So that's what I think Green Run will be. Green Run will be a game mode in zombies where basically everything is very easy. So the zombies will take maybe 4 hits to down you, or even 5 without Juggernog. Their health will be about 1/10 of what it is, so you can very easily kill them. You knife them up to around 7 or something. So it'll be a one-hit kill. It's a sort of like combat training where you can get into the zombies, get used to the mechanics, get used to where the map is, learn the map layout, but in a sort of easy environment. They could also, fudge the box to give you a bit more powerful weapons and stuff. So that's what I think Green Run will be. So if we look at the 2 achievements relating to Green Run, I'll discuss what I think about them. The lights of their eyes in Green Run pacify at least 10 zombies with 1 EMP. So I think this is going to be in a weapon available exclusively in Green Run, which is basically an EMP grenade, and you throw it at zombies, and they're pacified. And that, I'm not sure if that means they'll pacify them temporarily for like a few seconds, or if it gets completely pacifies them and then gets stumbled around doing nothing for the rest of the map, or the rest of the game. But yeah, so it just seems to be a sort of panic weapon that you throw it in and they're pacified, so they won't attack you anymore.